Hello, and welcome to Get Over Your Shit, the podcast dedicated to helping digital course creators, entrepreneurs, and small business owners stop overthinking and start executing. I'm Malinda Watt, your host and fellow overthinker, here to guide you through the maze of self-doubt and procrastination that keeps us from reaching our full potential. Today, we're diving into one of the most common struggles I hear from clients: tech overwhelm. But here's a spoiler. It's not really the tech itself that's the biggest barrier. It's the self-doubt and the feeling of, I can't do this. This episode is about shifting that mindset from I can't to I can learn this in steps. Because once you're able to see tech challenges in that light, you'll find yourself making real progress. So let's break down how you can make that shift. Let's start with some perspective. I know technology can feel overwhelming, especially if it's not your main thing. But there's something I've realized through working with many women in business. The biggest roadblock isn't usually tech know-how, it's the self-doubt. The thought that I don't know how or what if I mess this up holds back so many entrepreneurs. But what if we change that story? What if, instead of seeing tech as this impossible mountain, we saw it as a collection of small steps that actually strengthen your business? A mindset shift like this can transform how you approach every task. So let's talk about one of my favorite strategies: reframing tech task as business wins. Think of it this way. Every little thing that you accomplish, whether it's setting up an email funnel or publishing a blog post, is directly supporting your business goals. These aren't just check marks on a list. They're part of building something bigger. When you reframe each tech accomplishment as a step forward for your business, it becomes so much more rewarding and easier to tackle. Another powerful approach is developing a growth mindset. This mindset says that your skills grow with effort, dedication, and time. With tech, things won't always go perfectly the first time, and that's absolutely normal. Every time you struggle or even fail, you're actually building experience and learning what works for you. A growth mindset allows you to see tech as just another skill set to grow, not something you need to master overnight. It's all about seeing your journey as progress, not perfection. I recommend starting with something I call quick wins. Pick small, manageable tasks like learning a new SEO term, just the term, not SEO, just the term, or uploading a series of images to your website. These are bite-sized, achievable steps that can give you a confidence boost. Each quick win is proof that yes, you're making progress, and yes, you're absolutely capable. Don't underestimate these small wins. They're the stepping stones of your tech journey. And here's a tool to keep those wins visible: a confidence journal or a spreadsheet. Whatever works for you that you're sure that you'll check in on and actually take some notes every time you do something challenging. So every time you overcome a tech challenge, big or small, jot it down in that journal, on that spreadsheet. Keep a record of it. Reflect on what you accomplished, how it helped your business, and what you learned. When you hit tech obstacles in the future, you'll have a go-to resource that shows just how much you've already achieved. It's also a pretty helpful guide if you don't remember how you did that thing when you sit down to it a couple weeks later. You can go back to it as a reference. A confidence journal can be your anchor when the going gets tough, reminding you of your resilience and growth. Now, I want to remind you of something very important. Tech tasks are rarely one size fits all. For any given task, like optimizing an image for your website, there are 100 ways to get it done. There are so many tools and options, each with its own steps and style, that you can find something that truly works for you. And that's the beauty of it. Tech doesn't have to be rigid. It can be as flexible and unique as you are. So if someone else's method doesn't resonate with you, don't be discouraged. Embrace the variables. All those options mean there's a tool or approach out there that matches how you like to learn and work. Don't be afraid to try out a few until you find the one that fits you best. So, to wrap up, let's remember, tech overwhelm doesn't have to hold you back. Shift your mindset from I can't to I can learn this in steps. Embrace each task as a business win. Develop a growth mindset. celebrate your quick wins, and keep a confidence journal. And most importantly, remember to embrace the variables. Tech isn't about following one set path. It's about finding what works for you. Give yourself permission to explore and adjust, because tech should work for you, not the other way around. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Get Over Your Shit. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe, share this episode with a fellow overthinker, and leave a review. Your feedback helps the podcast grow and reach more people who need to hear this message. Until next time, remember, progress over perfection. You've got this. Hey there, business owner. If managing your website feels like a constant struggle, whether you're building it from scratch, giving it a refresh, or just trying to keep everything running smoothly, I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm your WP confidant, and I'm here to help. As your WP confidant, I understand that your website is more than just a digital space. It's the heart of your business. That's why I'm dedicated to guiding women entrepreneurs like you through every step of the process. From choosing the right tools to simplify all the tech stuff, I'll make sure your WordPress website not only looks beautiful, but works beautifully, supporting your goals and connecting with your customers. I know how overwhelming tech can be, but my promise is to take that stress off your plate. You'll get personalized, one-on-one support directly from me, someone who truly understands your vision and is committed to bringing it to life just as much as you are. So, if you're ready to leave the confusion behind and finally have a website that feels as authentic and powerful as your business, head over to yourwpconfidant.com and book a consultation with me today. I'm here to guide you every step of the way, and I can't wait to see what we create together.